Let's first understand how does cell division take place, what is the entire cell cycle distributed into before moving on to the MCQs of this chapter. So first let us understand what is mitosis. Mitosis, remember, leads to production of diploid daughter cells with identical genetic component. Okay, so it leads to production of identical diploid daughter cells. All right. Next important point to note is it helps to restore the nucleocytoplasmic ratio. It replaces the old cell and helps to increase the number of cells within an organism. Now, how does mitosis occur? Okay, so there are different phases in it. The first phase is interphase. Now, interphase, it is the first stage of the cell and the period before cell division. During this phase, the cell matures and copies its DNA. So, mainly maturation happens. Okay, so maturation takes place and cell prepares itself for cell division. Next phase is prophase. Now, in prophase, the chromatin condenses and spindle fibers form at each side of the cell. The nuclear membrane breaks apart. Okay, so here what happens is very important to notice the chromatin condenses. All right, and spindle fibers forms at each side. Spindle fibers forms at each side. Okay, so the chromatin condenses, spindle fibers at each side, and the plasma, the nuclear membrane breaks apart. So the nuclear membrane breaks apart. Okay, next phase is after interphase, prophase, and now there is metaphase. Now in metaphase, the chromosomes lines up at the center of the cell and the spindle fiber attached to each chromosome at the centromere. So what happens is chromosomes lines up in the center. Chromosome lines up at center. Okay, and spindle fibers attach at centromere. Now this is the best phase to count and study the number of and the morphology of chromosomes. Remember, metaphase. Okay, next phase is anaphase. In anaphase, what happens is the spindle fiber splits the centromere and the chromatids to the opposite sides of the cell. Okay, so centromere is split and the chromatids move towards opposite pole. Next phase is telophase. Now in telophase, the chromosome loosen in each side and the nuclear membrane begins to appear. Okay, so what happens is chromosomes loosens and nuclear membrane begins to appear. Okay, around that chromatin. Next phase is the cytokinesis. Cytokinesis. Now in cytokinesis stage, the cell membrane pinches and the cell plate is formed at the middle of the cell, dividing the cell into two separate daughter cell. Each daughter cell gets half of the cell organelles and an identical set of chromosomes. Okay, so what happens here is cell plate is formed, and the two daughter cells gets identical number of chromosomes and half of organelles. Alright, so this is the typical mitosis. Remember, it leads to the formation of identical diploid daughter cells. Diploid daughter cells, the genetical component is the same. Next, let's understand now what is meiosis. Now, meiosis is a special kind of division that reduces the chromosome by half. Okay, so half number of chromosomes. So it results in the production of haploid daughter cells. So mitosis diploid and meiosis haploid daughter cell. Okay. Now meiosis involves sequential cycles of nuclear and cell division called as meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. But only a single cycle of DNA replication. Okay, it involves pairing of homologous chromosome and recombination between them. Now let's understand how meiosis takes place. So meiosis will happen in two stages of division. First is meiosis 1 and next is meiosis 2. Now in meiosis 1, this is called as reductional division. It is also called as heterotypic division because it brings about the change from diploid to haploid. So meiosis 1 में the change is happening from diploid to haploid. Hence it is called as heterotypic. Okay. Now this meiosis 1 is further subdivided into 4 phases. The first one is prophase 1, then metaphase 1, then anaphase, and then telophase. Okay. Now prophase is further complicated and it is divided into 5 different stages. The first stage is called as leptotene. Now here remember what happens is beaded and long chromosomes are formed. Beaded and long chromosomes. Next, chromosome shows bouquet arrangement. Okay, so the chromosomes show bouquet arrangement. Next is zygotene. Now here chromosomes become shorter and thicker. Okay, so the chromosomes are becoming shorter and thicker. Next, tetrads are formed. Here tetrads are formed. Next, synapses or syndesis, that is pairing of chromosomes occur. Okay, so pairing occurs. Tetrads is formed, pairing occurs, and bivalents complexes, they reach the stable paired condition of chromosomes. Okay, So stable paired condition is reached. So after leptotene, zygotine, and then there is pectine. Now here this is the longest stage, okay. So this is the longest stage. Why? Because tetrads, now this is longest because it takes times to cross over. So tetrads will clearly appear as spiral arrangement of chromosomes of homologous pair. Okay, so tetrads are clearly appearing. Crossing over occurs at this stage, crossing over. This stage is characterized by the presence of recombination nodule. Okay, so it is characterized by presence of recombination nodule. Now next is diplotene. Now in diplotene, what happens is the bivalents repel each other. So the bivalents will repel each other. So chiasmata, that is the sites of crossing over points, strongly appear. Okay, so you can clearly see chiasmata. Next, this occurs in oocytes of some vertebrae and it may last for months or years. So remember, it will happen in oocytes of vertebrae. And then the last phase of prophase 1 is dikinesis. Now here what happens is terminalization occurs. The terminal chiasma slips off the ends of the chromosome and its position is taken by an interstitial chiasma. Okay, so what happens here is terminalization occurs. And nuclear membrane disappears. Centrioles migrate to the poles and spindle fiber begins. Okay, so nuclear membrane disappears here. And the centrioles will migrate to poles. Alright. Now meiosis 2, this is called as equational division. Now this is homotypic. It is homotypic because it maintains the haploid. So this will maintain the haploid number. Okay. Now this is further subdivided into 4 phases, which is prophase 2, then metaphase 2, then anaphase 2, and then telophase 2. Alright. Let's start with some MCQs based on cell cycles. Identify A, B, C, D in the given diagram depicting the cell cycle and select the correct option. See, after prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase and cytokinesis, these are the typical stages of mitosis. After this, the cell will enter the G0 phase. After G0 phase, G1 phase, then S phase and then G2 phase. So the correct option is A. Alright. Now, in cell cycle division, the growing phase is the longest phase. Okay, the G phase, the growing phase is the longest phase. And the shortest dividing phase is the M phase. Remember. Next question. Which one is the correct sequence of a cell cycle? Okay. Which one is the correct sequence of the cell cycle? So first we all know, first there is G0 phase, then G1, then S and then G2 and then M. So the correct option is C. Okay. Now G1 is the longest phase. It is also called as the first growth phase. Okay, now here what happens? The nucleus and the cell grows. Then in S phase, the chromosomes will along with the DNA replication will occur. Okay, so DNA replication occurs in S phase and the DNA content doubles. Now in G2 phase, there is an increase in synthesis of RNA and proteins, and even the cell organelles will multiply. Okay, so this is the correct phase sequence. Next, synthesis of histone protein occurs in G0 phase. Remember. Next, the phase of cell cycle is a period of intense synthesis and growth. It constitutes 90% of the duration of the cell, and this phase is interphase. Okay, interphase is the longest phase. Here the cell is only growing. Okay, it's not undergoing division. Next, centrioles undergo duplication during 1 and 2 and begin to move towards opposite poles of cells during 3 and stage 4. So you have to identify 1, 2, 3, 4. At which phases is this occurring? See, the centriole undergoes duplication in animal cell during the S phase of interphase. During the S phase of interphase, DNA replication begins in the nucleus and centrioles duplicate and they move towards the opposite poles of the cell. Okay, so centrioles undergo duplication and they move towards opposite poles of the cell during S phase. Okay, and in prophase of mitosis. Okay, in prophase of mitosis. So the correct option is A. Okay, in animal cells, the S phase or interphase, DNA replication begins in the nucleus and the centriole duplicates and move towards the opposite poles of the cell, and also in prophase of mitosis the same process occurs. So the correct option is A. Next, dash is the best stage to count the number and study the morphology of the chromosome. Now metaphase, always remember, metaphase is the best stage to count the total number of chromosomes because the arrangement of the chromosomes in series of decreasing length, that also can be studied very correctly during metaphase. It is during this phase that the chromosomes align in the central region. Okay, so always remember, to count the number of chromosomes, metaphase is the best phase. Next, during anaphase, movements of chromosomes, dash of each chromosomes are towards the pole. So what are towards the pole? Centromere. Okay, and dash of the chromosome tails behind. Okay, what will tail behind? The arms will tail behind. Okay, so during the anaphase, the centromere leads the path, whereas the arms will trail. So the correct option is A. Spindle usually persist in the form of dash during dash method of cytokinesis. Okay, now remember, in higher plants, cytokinesis occur by cell plate method. Okay, it occurs by cell plate method. Now in this method, small vesicles of the Golgi complexes are assembled in the equator and spindles persist. Now this is called as phramoplast. Okay, so the spindles usually persist in the form of phramoplast during the cell plate method. All vesicles, they fuse to form short and enclose matrix. Then the cell plate or the middle lamella is formed. So see, what happens is, in cell plate method, First small Golgi complex will assemble in equator. Okay, then spindles persist in the form of phragmoplast. Okay, then all vesicles will fuse. So all the vesicles will fuse to form short and enclosed matrix. Will fuse to form short and enclosed matrix. Now this further leads to the formation of cell plate. Okay, cell plate middle lamella is formed, and then this grows centrifugally to form phromoplast. And then cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, they all are deposited on either side of the cell plate. Okay, so these are deposited on either side of the cell plate. This leads to the cell wall formation. So remember, the spindles usually persist in the form of phragmoplast during the cell plate method of cytokinesis, and this is the summary of cell plate method. Next question. Now here we have to match column 1 with 2 and select the correct option from the codes that are given below. Okay, so now let's see. So let's see the correct sequence. The division of nucleus is called as karyokinesis. Then division of cytoplasm is called as cytokinesis. DNA replication will happen in interphase, and karyokinesis not followed by cytokinesis is syncytium. Okay, so the correct option is B. Next, you are provided with floral buds of chrysanthemum in your class and you are asked to count the number of chromosomes. Then which of the following stages would you prefer to look into? Always remember, if you want to count the number of chromosomes or you want to find out the ideogram, that is the arrangement of chromosomes, both can be best studied in metaphase. So in metaphase you can always count the number of chromosomes as well as we can study the ideogram, that is the arrangement of chromosomes. The morphology can be very easily studied in metaphase. So the chromosomes are aligned in the equator, hence their morphology can be studied very correctly in metaphase. Alright, so if a tissue has at a given time 1024 cells, how many cycles of mitosis had the original parent single cell undergone? Okay, now remember, during each cycle of mitosis there are two daughter cells produced. Okay, so the formula is 2 raised to the number of cycles. Okay, this will give me the number of daughter cells produced. Okay, so 2 raised to what number will give me 1024. So 2 raised to 10 gives me 1024. Okay, so it has to undergo 10 cycles in order to give 1024 daughter cells. Next, which phase of mitosis is essentially the reverse of prophase in terms of nuclear changes? Now see, what happens in telophase of mitosis. So in telophase of mitosis, what is happening? Viscosity of the cytoplasm decreases. Okay, so the viscosity of cytoplasm decreases. Okay, and the nuclear membrane is formed on either side around each set of chromosomes. Okay, so nuclear membrane is formed, then chromosomes overlap, and forming chromatin, and nuclear organelles region of the satellite chromosomes produce nucleus for each daughter cell. So nucleus is formed for each daughter cells. The nucleoplasm will surround the area of chromatin. Okay, and the gel state of the spindle will move into the solid state and the daughter nuclei are formed. Okay, so what will happen is the gel state of spindles will be converted to solid state and daughter cells are formed, daughter nuclei are formed. Now this, if you compare with prophase, it is exactly the reverse of all these characteristics, are exactly the reverse of prophase. Okay, so the nuclear membrane will disappear, the chromosomes will not overlap, in fact they will try to move away from each other, right? So the telophase and prophase, they are exactly the reverse of each other. Next question. Now this question says the graph given shows the change in DNA content during the various phases from A to D in a typical mitotic cell cycle. Identify the phases and select the correct option. Now look, during G1 phase, the DNA content is 2C. Okay, now this S phase is marked by replication of DNA and the amount of DNA per cell is doubled. Okay, so DNA is doubled. The DNA per cell is doubled. Next, during the G2 phase, what happens is synthesis of RNA and protein synthesis takes place. Okay, so RNA and protein synthesis takes place. Protein synthesis takes place during the G2 phase. Okay, and during mitosis, the DNA content gets equally distributed. Okay, and then during mitosis, what happens is DNA content is equally distributed. Okay, so your correct option is C. See, from G1 phase, the concentration is 2C, which is getting doubled during the S phase. Now in S phase, it is reaching 4C. During G2 phase, the RNA and protein synthesis occurring, and during mitosis, it is getting equally distributed between the two daughter cells. Hence, it is again getting reduced to 2C. So the correct option is C. Alright, next question. The separation of two chromatids of each chromosome at early anaphase is initiated by. Okay, so the separation of two chromatids of each chromosome at an early anaphase is initiated by. See, what happens is when the cells are undergoing division, remember, kinetochore. What is this kinetochore? It is a plate-like structure, okay, by which the microtubules of the spindles, they attach to the centromere. So it is through the kinetochore that the spindles are attaching to the centromere, okay, and then they two centromeres are produced so that there is one for each chromatid. So each chromatid now has one, okay. Now what happens is the chromatids will start repelling. These chromatids will start repelling, okay, so that the division into daughter cells takes place, okay. So the separation of two chromatids of each chromosome at early anaphase is initiated by, the correct answer would be the force of repulsion between the divided kinetochores. All right. Next. Cell would normally proceed to mitosis without interruption. The options that are given is, once it has entered the S phase, once it has entered the G2 phase at any time during the cell division activity, or none of these. See, what happens is availability of mitogen and energy rich compounds, mitogen and energy rich compounds, they will decide whether the G1 phase will undergo arrest or they will enter the S phase. So if there is enough of mitogen and energy rich compound, then it undergoes the S phase, okay. Now once it has entered the S phase, okay, see, for what happens, G1 phase, this is the checkpoint, okay. What will be checked? Whether there is enough quantity of mitogen or energy rich compound, okay. So if it is there, then it will proceed to the S phase. If it is not, then G1 phase will be arrested, and once it has entered the S phase, then it proceeds to complete division, okay. So cell would normally proceed to mitosis without any interruption once it has entered with S phase, okay, because the complete division will take place. Next question. Spindle formation can be disrupted by exposing a cell to the microtubule poison such as colchicine. Now this will arrest the spindle formation. Remember colchicine, it arrests the spindle formation. Next question. Chromosome duplication without nuclear division, it refers to endomitosis, okay, it refers to endomitosis. Now what happens is, endomitosis is the replication of chromosome in absence of cell or nuclear division, okay. It results in numerous copies being formed. This mainly occurs in salivary glands of Drosophila, okay. So chromosome duplication without the nuclear material division is called as endomitosis, and it mainly occurs in, salivary glands of Drosophila. Next question. At which of the given stages of mitosis the chromosome will appear in V, L, J and I shapes? The correct option is A. See why? Because in the anaphasic movement of chromosome, the centromeres lead the path, whereas the arms trail behind. Okay, so what happens is, during the anaphase, the centromeres, they lead path and the arms trail behind. And hence there is a formation of V, L, J and I shapes. Okay. Next question. To build up food reserves in the cytoplasm, chromosomes become unfolded to start transcription of mRNA and rRNA during which phase of meiosis 1? See, what happens is, during the diplotin stage of meiosis 1, okay, here chromosomes may unfold. So here what can happen is, chromosomes may unfold and they can start transcription of mRNA and rRNA. So it can start transcription of mRNA and rRNA in order to build up food reserves. Now this step is taken to increase the food reserves. This process is basically found in oocytes of amphibians, reptilia and hives. So the correct option is C. Next question. The best method to study meiosis is, see, meiosis, it occurs in reproductive organs. Okay, which is leading to the formation of gametes. Hence, young anthers, these are the best to study meiosis. Okay, so young anther would be best to study meiosis. So the next question says, the Lambrish chromosomes are seen in which typical stage? See, Lambrish chromosomes are elongated and they occur in both chromatids pair. Okay, and they bear a large number of chromomeres which are then separated. The chromomeres give out lateral projections or loops which provide for test tube or Lambrish like appearance, which is further transcription of DNA. The lateral loops are used in the transcription of DNA and the mRNA. Hence, the correct option is D, meiotic phase. Next question. Arrange the given statements in the correct sequence of their occurrence during prophase 1. See, we have already studied meiosis, and in prophase 1, the correct sequence that happens is, first there is leptotene, next zygotine, next pachitine, next diplotene, and then dikinesis. Okay, so this phases is, it's missing in this question. This phases ka different orders are given to you. This is the correct order. Okay, so the correct option is A. Next question. An anther has 1200 pollen grains. how many PMCs must have been there to produce them. Okay, now remember, meiosis of one pollen mother cell. Okay, so one pollen mother cell, it undergoes meiosis to form 4 haploid cells, right? It forms 4 haploid cells. Okay, now so if there are right now 1200 haploid cells, then how many PMCs would have been present? It would be divided by 4, right? So the answer would be 300 PMCs. Okay, remember, meiosis produces 4 haploid cells. Splitting of centromere and hence separation of the chromatids mainly occurs in D. So in anaphase of mitosis as well as it occurs in the anaphase of meiosis too. Next. The number of chromosomes is reduced in half during meiosis 1. See, meiosis 1 is therefore called as heterotypic, right? Because from diploid the number changes to haploid. Meiosis 2 is homotypic. Okay, so remember, the half is reduced during meiosis 1. Which of the following correctly shows a pair of homologous chromosome at the start of meiosis? So we can correctly see from the diagram option D, it shows homologous pair of chromosomes. Next, meiosis consists of 2 cell division without any DNA replication, 2 cell divisions in which the chromosome number is reduced to half. The cell division with chromosome replication is single cell division. Correct option is 2 cell divisions in which the chromosome number is reduced to half. Next, phragmoplast is related to cytokinesis. Remember, during the separation of the centromere, the spindles, they take the form of phragmoplast and they help in the centromere division, so that two centromeres are available for each separating daughter cell, right? So it's related to cytokinesis. At which stage the homologous chromosomes separate due to the repulsion but are held by chiasmata? The correct answer is diplotin. Okay, it is during the diplotin stage during which the homologous chromosome, they separate due to repulsion, but they are still held. They have not totally separated. They are still held by chiasmata. Okay. Next question. Meiosis does not occur in. It does not occur in both bacteria as well as cyanobacteria. In both of them, meiosis will not occur.